Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Emily. We're gonna be doing another video, another color series video, and it's hot pink. And I have on all my pink little jewelries. I have these little flower earrings. I have this little unicorn and this little kitty, and I have a kitty ring and a flamingo. And I have this bright, almost like a highlighter hot pink shirt on. So we're just gonna get ready. We're gonna put our hair up so it's out of the way. But today we're doing hot pink. Now, hot pink for a lot of people can be intimidating, but I don't want it to be intimidating for you guys. And you know, I wouldn't naturally wear hot pink either because it's a very bright and out there shade. But we're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna play with it, and we're gonna see what goes on. So basically, I have my base on my face. That rhymes. I have a primer on. I used Angel Veil by NYX, and I used all over my face my L'Oreal Pro Glow, which I use in like every video. And I set my under eyes just a little bit with powder and all over my face and a little bit, and then I just have kind of like a chapstick. So, and on my lids I put a little bit of concealer to get rid of any type of veins, and then I set it with some powder, and then I put some shimmery highlighter on my chest, and that's where we're starting with, because we're jumping right into the eyes. So I'm so excited because I'm going to be using a new palette today. It's not new, but it's new to me. It's by Makeup Revolution, and it looks like this. And it's the Forever Flawless Constellation Palette. So it looks like this. Isn't that pretty? It's gorgeous. And the color that just sort of inspired me was this color, Venus. I mean, can we just talk about that one right there? Yep, we're going in with that one. And I'm thinking of using this one down here too, Dimension. So Venus and Dimension. So yeah, and then I have I got this during the holiday, I believe, 2 years ago, or was it? I don't remember. I think it was this year or last year, but it came like in 3 different ones, and this was the blush set, and I'm going to be using that blush, and I might use a couple of those little pink shades, but definitely mainly we're going to be working out of Makeup Revolution. The Constellation Palette looks like that, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and I'm so excited. So I was in Ulta, and I was getting ready to buy the Anastasia Riviera palette, and I'm walking out and I'm holding it in my hand, and one of the girls in Ulta said, you know, come with me, I want to tell you something. And then she basically showed me this palette, and she said it's a dupe for the Anastasia Riviera palette, and you know, it was like half the price, and it has pretty much all the same shades. So I said, you know, do I want that palette, or do I want something that's the same thing for a little bit cheaper? So that's just a little side note. If you want, you know, to save your money, maybe try and get this one instead of the Riviera palette. So let's just jump right in. So let me come a little closer. So my eyes, like I said, are already primed and set, so we're ready to put makeup on. So we're gonna jump right into that palette, and we're going in to that color Venus, and we're gonna put that directly onto our lids using our fingers. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. But welcome to the color series. Oh, before I do this, oh my god, you see that pigment? That's what I'm saying, you know? It's like, why pay, you know, $30-something when you can get that type of pigment for like $13 or $11. So I'm using a little pink, little squishy guy, and we're just gonna put a little powder. Now, if you're new to my videos in my channel, the reason why I do this is so that when I'm putting an intense shade on my lid and I get some type of, you know, fallout, kickback, whatever you want to call it, it will drop down and hit the powder. I'm just gonna put it in areas where I get a little oily, but when it'll drop down, you'll be able to just sweep it away and then just move on with the rest of your makeup look. So, oh, I'm nervous. Okay. Oh man. Oh man. Now, like I said, I don't wear eyeshadow like this. Oh, I'm scared. I'm so scared. Packing it onto the lid with our fingers, because I feel like that really just puts the most color on. And you could use whatever finger you're comfortable with. You can use your ring finger, this finger. I don't know. I've just always used my middle finger. So I'm not giving you guys the bird. I'm not flipping you guys off, I promise. It's just how I prefer to put. Now, I promise this shade is like flamingo hot pink. This is like a hot pink color. It might be showing on camera to you guys as maybe like a little bit more on the red side, but it's not. I don't know if you guys can see that hot pink intensity. It's super hot pink. It's literally the same color as my shirt. So we're looking like this now. The thing is, you don't want to just focus on putting that pink on your eye and only that pink, because it can make you look ill. It can make you look sick. It can make you look like you have pink eye, and that's what we want to avoid. And I think that's why people are so afraid of using pinks and corals and peaches on their eye, especially fair-skinned, fair-toned. I mean, anybody in general might be afraid because they are gonna think, you know, you might get like, it just might make you look like you have pink eye, and that's not necessarily what we're going for. So to avoid that, now pink eye usually would show like under here and a little bit on here. So to avoid looking like you have pink eye but you want to wear pink eyeshadow, my tip would be to take some type of a brown. Now in this case, I'm taking the bronzer that I'm going to be using on my face, which is by L'Oreal. Not L'Oreal. I always say L'Oreal. It's Laura Geller, and it's the Baked Bronze and Brighten in medium. And I have the big one. Now we're going to take that chocolate shade in there, or you can just take a chocolate eyeshadow, and you just want to put the chocolate shade at the bottom, because pink eye, right, I mean, if somebody was looking at my eye, they wouldn't think I had pink eye at this point, because I'm putting brown down there. If I put that pink shade, it wouldn't look wearable, and it would look like I had pink eye. And we're gonna make this look a bit more wearable. We're gonna drag that brown out like a wing under the eye, And then we're gonna put that same, I know it's so attractive. I don't know why we have to do that. It's just like a natural. Okay, so now you see how this is looking a bit choppy right there? We're gonna go in with something more fluffy like that. Now in this palette, they have this beautiful color called Mars, which is in this upper corner. You can take that shade, that's like a burgundy shade, but I don't really necessarily want to do that. Or you can take that chocolate universal color. It's called Universal, but I'm gonna still swirl in my bronzer, and I'm gonna bring my bronzer through here. And this is just making the look more toned down and wearable. And it's making us look like we don't. I want to use a little bit of this universal shade. Let's see what happens. It's like a, I can't tell. It's right here. It's like that chocolate. It's like a chocolate plum. It's. I don't know if I want that type of a plum. I want more of a chocolate vibe. And just keep blending until you feel like you've blended enough. You can always take your finger. For some reason, for packing color onto the lid, I use my middle finger, and then when I'm working with the crease and blending, I use my ring finger. And I just picked up the habit of using my fingers because when I was younger and I would get into like makeup, into my mom's makeup, you know, I didn't know how to work with brushes, so I would put makeup on with my fingers. So everything's looking a little bit crazy right now, but it's gonna come together. It usually always does. I'm debating if I should put like liner. I don't know. I don't know if I should just make that pink. I don't know if I should just make that pink that. I'm just fixing it because it kind of came off when I put that brown on. I don't know. I don't think it needs liner. I wish you guys were able to do like, you know, like say yes or no. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit. I'm gonna see what happens when we do that. I have another mirror right here. It's a bit easier for me when it comes to liner. Cause I don't know about you, but liner's tricky. I think I just want to keep it like that, keep that hot pink, that main focus. Okay, so now, now we're gonna be going in with highlight for the eyes because we're almost finished, and then we're gonna work on the face now. And we're just gonna put some of that there. And you see how, you know, your eye is just brought right to that hot pink shade. So it doesn't look like you have pink eye, you know? Now, if you put that pink all around the eye, look at my hands. If you put the pink all around the eye, it would look, it could make you look sick, but okay, so that's what we're working with. It's cool. I'm thinking of doing something, but I don't know. Taking a little bit of this Dimension shade. It's that purpley. I'm just dusting it a tiny bit in here, along with that brown, to create like a plum brown shade. It's pretty, you know. It's that color right there, but it's taking us away from that intense hot pink shade. So now we're gonna move on to the face now. I'm going back into that bronzer that I used for in here, and we're contouring. Now what you want to do is you want to suck in your face like you're making that fishy face, and naturally you want to start from the top of your ear. It goes to the corner of your mouth, but you're not gonna go all the way down to the corner of your mouth. That's just like your guideline of where to place that line. And then you don't have to put bronzer on your forehead or contour on your forehead, but it helps because some people have you know, too large of a forehead, too small of a forehead, and sometimes you just want to chisel it down a bit. Don't forget to push it into the hairline and bring it a little bit back to where the ear is. Some people put it on the ear, just depends. You know, some people drag it down the side of their nose. Don't forget your neck. Don't forget over here. You want to hit the jaw. Okay, let me wipe away. Yeah, it was kind of like bake, but see, none of that hot pink got down here, and that's what that powder is really important for. So now we're going into blush, and like I said, I'm using this by Too Faced I Believe in Pink, and it's called Pink Poinsettia. And taking my blush brush, swirling, tapping, and just make like a fake smile. I love blush. Put blush on your nose. Put blush where you feel like it would make you look alive. For some reason, my camera is making this side look like, no, this side darker and this brighter. I think that might have helped. I promise both sides are the same thing. It's just hard to tell. So, okay, so we're gonna just fix that hot pink shade, just make it a little bit more intense. Make sure everything's just blended and looking, you know, like bright and like hot pink. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what am I gonna do with the lips, right? Well, first we're gonna spray everything, because if you guys watch my videos, then you know that I like to set my face before I do my lips, before I do my highlighter, and before I do my mascara. I use fixing spray by Peaches and Cream by Makeup Revolution, and it smells like peaches. So we're gonna let that dry, and we're gonna line our lips by NYX in this lip liner in Plum. Okay. Lips. I have many different options for lips. I have 2, 4, I have 5 options. I'm not gonna try all of them on, but I'm gonna pick which one I think that I just might wanna put a little bit of that up there. In that palette, I'll show you in a second. It's called Celestial. It's up here. It's this like rose goldy pink. And I don't know. I felt like putting it up there. Anyway, back to lips. I'm just giving you different options, okay? So this is He Kissed Me from MAC. So you can go more bubblegum on your lip. Like a bubblegum Barbie type pink. This one's called Love Buddy. This is a very muted pink, almost like your lips but better. So trying taking the intensity from the eye, you know, or you could go with just straight up Barbie, like Hi, I'm Here. This is Saint Germain from MAC, and this is just, it's fantastic. This is Angel by MAC, which is almost the same shade as my lips. This color in Love Buddy would be like if you just wanted the intensity to be all about the eyes and you didn't want the intensity to be as well on your lips. And then just opt for a nude. This is Creme de Nude from MAC. So those are the lips that I'm suggesting to you. You don't have to go with them. I'm just making sure everything's... So while my little unicorn, while I debate and think about what lip I'm gonna do in my head, I'm gonna just finish everything up. So I'm just taking a little bit more of like a powder brush, and I'm going in with this Makeup Revolution palette that I have, and it just kind of gives the skin this gorgeous sheen that I get asked about all the time. Like, what are you using on your skin? Oh my god, what is that? You have such beautiful skin. What is that on your face? Oh my god. And it's this by Makeup Revolution, and it comes in this like gold packaging. There's nothing on the back. There's no description. It just says Revolution, Makeup Revolution London. And you open it and it looks like this. It's got this bright white powder, this gold powder, this kind of champagne peach powder. And this one I use sometimes if I'm just running out the door and I just want to put like a bronzer on, I will use that one. But half the time I go like this. I swirl them together and it creates, like, do you see that? That's absolutely stunning. It just creates this gorgeous, like not like you're it's not like you're sweaty. It's like it just looks like you're glowing. Like, what are you eating? What are you doing? Yeah, it looks healthy. So now we're going in with mascara. Now I like Too Faced better than Sex, or I'll use my Telescopic from L'Oreal. Sometimes I use them together, or sometimes I use one of them more than the other, or I switch off. And okay, so I don't get it on my eyelids. I have this other mirror down here, and that's another suggestion that I have when it comes to not getting mascara on your upper lid, is to place something below you, like a mirror below you, and then make sure that you're above the mirror. Like my mirror is down, like sitting right there, and I'm looking down, but the way I'm stroking the mascara, and I'm stroking my stroking the mascara, that didn't make any sense, stroking my lashes, I'm like lengthening them, and I'm making sure it's not hitting my lid, which is helping. Yeah. So technically I'm doing something that looks like this. See? And next up, we're just gonna make sure that our lids we're just gonna make sure that our lids look intense enough at this point. If they don't, go back in. I really didn't think that I could pull off this hot pink, but the key is just making sure that you have something wearable and warm in your crease. Like, you want to have a wearable warm shade in your crease, or else it's gonna... My nose is leaking. Okay, so now you're gonna take the highlighter and just finish it off. Make sure everything's blended. Make sure everything looks right and everything looks... You've got the highlighter on your brow. Okay, and now we're gonna put the highlighter on my upper cheeks. I'm using by Color I always say Color Plop, I don't know why. Color Pop in the shade Flexitarian, which I looked it up, it's like award-winning, and I can totally see why, because it just makes like your entire face like glow from within. It's like a wet formula that sort of touches the skin dry. I've never experienced anything like it before, but it makes you just feel like $1,000,000. So once everything is looking together, and then you just go ahead and just finish everything up, you know, mascara wise. My mascara is pink, so it's fitting in with the whole challenge. Okay, so now would be lips. I think I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm just gonna go for it, and we're gonna see what goes on. This is Saint Germain. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Now, if you don't want to be the star of the party and look like that, and you want to be like less intense, this is my last time I'm doing this. Just setting everything with my little lay. It's gonna brighten everything, it's gonna blend everything. But like I said, if you don't want to wear something that intense, I gave you the other options that you can go with, and everything will look stunning. But we're just gonna okay, now we're gonna set the face. Take our hair down. And that's the hot pink look. I'm really like happy at the way it turned out. I think it's super pretty, and I think it's, you know, very very achievable. It wasn't too hard or difficult, you know. I just think that color, I think color, you just have to be very patient with it, and you know, that's why they invented makeup remover wipes, because you could always just wipe it away if, you know, if you're not liking the way it looks. But makeup is meant to be fun, so I love the way it looks. Pink's my favorite color, so I just gotta fix that inner part. But yeah, I'm gonna take you by the window now, and we're gonna look at it in the actual window. So this is how the natural light is making everything look. If you don't wanna wear, and yes, I still have a Christmas tree up because I love Christmas, but if you don't wanna wear such a bright pink lip, go with a nude, you know? It's entirely up to you. But this is the way it came out, and I'm super excited at the way it did. And I urge you guys to play with hot pink. Yeah. That's about it. That's all I have to say, and that was today's video. But yeah, I wonder what my next color is gonna be. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and giving me, you know, such a love and support. I love you guys, and I will see you all in my next one. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and leave a comment down below and hit the notification bell, because it notifies you every single time I upload. And yeah, that's the look. That's the hot pink look. It's super summer. It's super summery, like especially with a tan. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave it off like that. But I love you guys, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye!